Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Real Talk with Salwa. Today, I have my friend Rashi Nakra on this episode, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper on her switch from a corporate career in oil and gas to entrepreneurship. Welcome, Rashi.
Hi, Salwa. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Real Talk with Salwa so far has only been real estate focused, but this year we're pivoting a little, and I wanted to have you on board because a lot of my followers are women. And a lot of them always talk about escaping the corporate culture and leaving the 9 to 5. And I actually saw you do it live. So give me an overview of, what your career trajectory has been.
Right. So as you mentioned, it was 10 years of corporate life. I would say corporate slavery, which brought me to the point of the fact that, okay, I've always wanted to do something of my own, but what could it be? What am I good at? And I've always been good at management consulting and oil and gas. But did I want a business in that? No. So looking at a bunch of things, I am a mom of 2 children. And my inspiration was always, what is it that I can tie back to my family and grow from there? In 2020, COVID was a great time of, thinking of ideas, getting into what is it that I could build up on? And at the moment, I'm an owner and operator of a childcare. And on the side, I'm also the owner of a mixology company. Now, these are 2 different things. And like you can understand, my background is in none. I'm not a mixologist. I'm not a teacher.
But you like drinking the mixology, what the mixologist
makes. I
always
taste and tell you that, okay, what's good, what's not.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get to is that my mindset was always that, okay, I'm not from the background. Can I really do this? However, when I overcame that mindset, that whole hindrance of, let me just get into this and let's see where it goes. It was a great journey. So leaving the corporate life and moving on and building something that I had not had any experience in was something that even I didn't think I could do.
Did that happen during COVID too?
So
when you
December,
said, this is it, I'm done?
Yeah, 2020, middle of the lockdown, when this opportunity came by. Very hesitant, of course. Who wants to leave
a stable paycheck?
Exactly. Financial stability is a big thing during COVID. Who wants to leave that? So I didn't leave my job at the time. I was like, okay, let me go with this.
Yeah.
Let me see how this goes. However, I knew I had to give in my 100% to the business. Otherwise, it wouldn't grow.
Correct.
And that's what I did. It was a very hard choice that I made after 4 months of being in it.
Wow.
That I had to let go of this financial stability and give my 100% to grow the business and bring it to where it is now.
Yeah. Was there like a point, where you decided to say, fuck it, I'm done? Like, was there a mindset switch that made you say, I'm done with the corporate world?
Oh, yeah. A lot of instances. Like I said, it's always been, I'm a big believer after this journey that mindset plays a big, big role when it comes to whatever you pick up and go with it. You can fly with it. I think my journey got delayed. My entrepreneurial journey got delayed because of this mindset, right? Because all this while I was like, I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. I know I'm good at it. I've done it all my life, oil and gas. However, do I want to keep doing it? Do I see myself doing it for the next 10 years? I know I can do better things. But this whole mindset of bringing me down that, what else? What can I do? What can I pick up and just build on my own? So there have been a lot of moments where it's like, but however, the fact that I wasn't fulfilling and justifying my own passion in the corporate world pushed me to that boundary where I was like, okay, I need to get out of this. I need to explore, give it a year and see what's out there. Worst, what happens? I get back to my oil and gas industry.
Yeah, what's the worst that will happen?
15 years of doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So I know in and out of that industry, I'll just get back to it.
Yeah.
But once I got out. And I never looked back.
And you're never going to go back now.
I don't think so. That's happening.
And do you think that, having a child and also you have a new child now, it's like, I saw you deal with one child and now you have 2 and so young, only 4 months old. Do you think if you were in the corporate career still, the work-life balance would be there, or you're happier being
I feel
the boss
liberated.
now.
The freedom now that this has given me to choose my own time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking away from this whole thing that it's hard, business,
course.
having your own business. I am working even on weekends. However, the fact that now I have to manage my time better, but I have the ability and the freedom to do that. So yes, I got out of my corporate life, which was, yes, always 9 to 5, but I was working at nights as well. So I was like, when I'm putting all this
crazy.
hard work here, I'm
And
not
making somebody else rich.
might as well just do it for myself and at my own choice, right?
Yeah.
And my whenever I so yeah, so the freedom that business has given me getting into this journey, I can take my kids for a soccer class, come back, and then open my laptop, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing the 9 to 5 anymore. I do not have
You're doing
to
24/7 though.
I am doing 24/7, but I get to choose the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I am taking time off for myself. I have come to a point where I have built my team to do the work that I was doing 2 years back. So that
That's true.
I can now spend more time with my family when I choose to do that,
Yeah.
want to do that. If I have to take a vacation, I know I don't have to now. No one has to look at my calendar. I have to look at everyone else's. My
Such a great feeling
son's
though.
calendar
Yeah.
and my husband's, right?
That's
Because
true.
I know I have that flexibility. I've trained my team that, okay, when I'm gone, this is how things can be done.
Very
so yes,
exciting.
the freedom and that this choice of mine has given me is great.
Yeah. But the cultural background we are from, being South Asian, we have always been told growing up that, you got to get a great education and then you need to have the stable paycheck. And even to this day, like even though I'm self-employed for some time now, there is still that stigma in South Asian families about business is not stable and a stable paycheck is the way to go. And education is changing. Like for me right now, I sometimes think if I became a realtor right out of university, I would be at a different level in my life right now. And sometimes I think about the education I got at university, it's not even valid. Like it's not even valuable anymore. So when you switch to your entrepreneurial journey, did you think that, oh my God, my education, my university degree is going to come in handy to do this?
It's funny you say that because the times I'll go back to the time I was making this choice. So I come from a family where my dad is an entrepreneur.
Oh, amazing.
Right? So I've seen him do the hustle, do the hard work, and bring back that joy to the family, the time, the vacations that we got. That's all I've seen.
Wow.
Funny enough, he's always pushed me to be in the corporate world. Funny enough that you said that
Yeah.
the stable paycheck, live that life, go to university, get your degree,
Get
now that you have a
promotions.
job, get married,
Yeah.
keep that stability of income, and that's life.
Yeah.
So when I pushed my boundaries and I said, Dad, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll gotta get all the support being a businessman. No, out there, I am not recommending you to do that. You shouldn't be jumping and switching careers. This is going great for you.
Yeah.
Keep doing this. Again, that put me back a little because, of course, your family support means a
Yeah,
lot, right? If someone's not on board on those things, then your morale comes down.
Definitely.
Anyways, I got my husband on board and I was like, this is what we have to do. Let's try this out. The day I picked it up, the day I told my dad I signed up everything and I'm going this way, that day he said, the next thing you have to do is, now that you've taken this up, quit your job. I saw such a switch in him. I said, what was this all about? So he kept pushing me and protecting me. It was a protection. But now that he's saying that, okay, you're out there, you're in the jungle, you're going to fight for it, you have to make it.
Yeah.
So he's like, now that you've chosen that, quit your job.
So he knows that you can't half-ass things
he's
in
a
business.
businessman himself. He probably didn't want me to go through the same
Of course.
hustle and
Yeah.
the craziness that any entrepreneur has to go through. Right.
That's amazing. So your dad knew that you can only be successful if you go all in one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. So is he happy now?
Oh, he's very happy.
Because it's been 3 years
super
now.
proud. So I always think that, were you proud of me when I was doing that oil and gas job all these years? I don't think I ever got a pat on the back. But now, of course, when he looks how hard we've worked, how much time I've invested in this and where I am now, he is very proud of me.
Yeah, and he's happy that you got his genes, the business genes.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I hope he thinks like that, that he's never going to give me the 100%, but at least
Typical.
the fact that, I get that 50% from him saying, okay, great, you're making it.
That's amazing.
For yourself. That's a lot.
So if somebody new, that is in the same life as you, your old life, where you were kind of making somebody else rich and making somebody else's dreams come true, if this is the year they want to make a switch, what would you tell them? Like, find a dying business and make it huge, put in your touch to it, or build something brand new? Because you had both.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I will often reflect back to understand the same things. What is it that got me going? And the fact that I picked up this business, I'm not from the industry, however, I made it successful. Be very strategic. I think being very strategic about and intentional is very important when it comes to such moves. Looking at understanding what is your own unique selling point. What is it that you're good at? Mm-hmm. I understand now that I could actually transfer my consulting skills to the business.
Correct.
So I didn't have to be from the industry. I didn't have to be a teacher. I didn't have to be a mixologist in order to make it successful. All I had to do is understand what is it that sells for the business. Mm-hmm. Now move backwards and see, how do I make the operations more efficient and smooth and meaningful?
Correct.
So I started working on those. So having clear goals and then working backwards as to how can I improve the systems? What is it that I'm transferring from my current skills, existing skills, to this new role and making it work? So I would say if someone has to make the switch this year, be very intentional, be very clear with your goals. Yeah. When you were doing the vision work, have a vision. And especially in my case, when I have a team, if they don't know which direction I'm going in, if they don't know my vision, they're lost. Yeah. There's no point. I'm just keeping everything to myself. So a lot of things that I've reflected back on and seen, how can I now replicate if I had to take up any other industry, any other business? Yeah. What is it that I can take from here? Networking has been huge for us. Especially us women entrepreneurs, for us to go out there and network and meet and get ideas.
Yeah. Ideas is important.
Is big.
Well, also, when people become realtors, there's this assumption that realtors can only do one thing. But I know a lot of the realtors that I look up to are also entrepreneurial in nature. So for me, I became a realtor because I liked buying real estate. Mm-hmm. And now I'm thinking, I want to grow my business because I want to buy a small business. And I don't know if you know of Cody Sanchez. I follow a lot of her stuff on YouTube. And she talks a lot about buying businesses that are not doing well. And then our generation has that added advantage of learning all this technology. So buying businesses that we can add the use of technology, AI, to make them grow. So in your two businesses, did you take advantage of all the technological advancements and let them grow?
You're right about that part, about dying businesses. So I'll come to the technological part in a bit. But I think when you take over something which is not doing well, so in my case, when I got into it, I remember talking to all my friends who are into the business, entrepreneur journey, that, okay, what is that one advice that you want to give me? I'm getting into something that I've never done before, right?
Yeah.
And I got a lot of good feedback. One of the feedback was, be strong. Every business takes about 5 years to show profits and productivity and stability. First year is always going to be a struggle, so hang in there. And I told myself, I said, I'm not going to wait 5 years. This is the year and I'm making the change. Like I said, it was COVID. So every business was struggling at the time. I told myself, that's it. In a year, we need to make this work. When you're picking up a dying business, a business that is not doing that well, it's pushing you to think out of the box. Yeah. To think, what is it that you can do to make this work? What is it that has been tried and tested before, didn't work before? Why didn't it work before? What were
Yeah.
the systems that were put in? And now how can I take it up, add my own systems to this, and see how this goes? It's a lot about testing and trying. So yes, getting back to the technological part, at that time, when I got into the business, I saw parts and pieces, what were working, what were not working, right? Us having to do so many things manually, right? When, like you said, technology is there, picking up the digital skills. I started with I did the same mistake as any small business owner of trying to cut down corners, costs, and pick things on your own and do your Instagram, do your this, and
it's
social media, and click your pictures because I'm going to save cost, or maybe I love doing it.
Yeah.
However, do I want to do that? Do I want to waste my time? Because you know what, I know a lot of business owners are hesitant on hiring, spending that money, but go back and think to yourself, if you start delegating all of those things, right? You're spending this X amount.
Yeah.
How much of that time you're gaining out of it that you can actually help the business make more money, right? So the minute that mindset changes and you start adding all these systems, including the technological part, it just starts showing its effects and results.
That's awesome.
Right? You do what you're good at doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good at Instagram. But again, do I want to spend my time there?
Yeah. Instagram management is like a $20 per hour job. You're a $1,000 per hour entrepreneur. You're the CEO. There's so many other things you can do with your time than manage a $20 per hour social media management company can do the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, it's all about that, understanding your own worth and value and time as well. And how just a little bit of, like I said, put in that X amount, outsource it, put your time in thinking, doing the vision work, doing the fact that how else can you take it to the next level?
And when it comes to numbers, did you get a coach when you started this journey? Like, did you know what numbers to focus on?
So that's a good one as well. So I started my journey in 2020, December 2020. 2021 was all about doing things on my own, figuring out, the pain points, addressing them. It was always, everything is thrown at me and I'm just running after that. It was always the chase game. Okay, this issue, that issue. 2022 is when I decided I have to take control of things.
Yeah.
I did get a coach. And I think that's, it's such an important thing for every entrepreneur out there, especially women entrepreneurs. I say that because we honestly take feedback so well when it comes to, letting us know which direction to go in, or even expressing our pain points. We don't hold back things on, this is what's happening at home. But I don't want to show, as a woman, I don't want to show that this is coming to my work as well, because I'm that woman entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So that's showing that face of being the weak one is something that I was able to do with my coach.
Yeah.
I was able to go to my coach and be like, this is what's happening. What is my staff going to think of me? And she would just tell me point blank on my face, show them that side. Yeah. Let them see that they can relate to you. You're a normal human being. You have your moments as well. And how they can give you ideas and how they can help you overcome this problem.
They should feel like helping you. Yeah. And that only happens if you're relatable.
If you're relatable, if you're that one person who's who's doing well and who's not able to show.
She's a bitch. We don't want to talk to her. She's our boss. Yeah. You don't want that feeling.
So having a coach was a very, very important. I think it was the right timing for me, because that's the time I wanted clarity.
Yeah.
And clarity coming from my mentor, from my coach, was something that I could implement as well in the coming years. Yeah.
That's a very interesting angle. I didn't think about it that way. But for me, I find that getting a coach was life-changing for me because for some reason, maybe it's just because we're women or maybe it's a cultural thing. When women are doing something, there's a lot of people that want to give their 2 cents. Mm-hmm. I want to give you advice and let me tell you how to do this. And it's like, I wanted to get a coach so that I can only listen to my coach because I know what their best interest is, my bottom line, right? I don't want to take advice from people that are not at the level I want to be at. Like, I needed to stop taking advice from people that I don't look up to. And the community and the way that I grew up, everybody felt like, oh, she's a little girl, we should give her advice. It's like, I needed to get a coach so I can shut everybody's advice out. All the noises needed to go. And I'm sure a lot of people tried to give you their 2 cents on how to run your business too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So one thing you said was numbers, second thing, the noise. So I'll address the noise first. You're absolutely right about, and what I started seeing as soon as I got the coach, and my coach introduced me to a brilliant network of women entrepreneurs. So we were about 10, 20 of us meeting, talking business strategy, mindset, how that's such a big piece in the growth. Because, like you said, cutting out the noise around, that really brings you down.
Yeah.
That really messes up with the direction you're headed, and you want to get this done. However, as soon as you start hearing this stuff which is not needed, it brings you down. It gets you distracted from your ultimate goal. I did definitely think that was a great thing that I did to myself. Got a coach. Investment of money was amazing. I also started hanging out with people who added value to my life. Cut out those people who didn't make sense. I was just meeting them just for that social interaction, and didn't add value to my life or my work, right? So that helped me gave me so much clarity, not only for my work, for my personal life, also my interactions. Like I said, networking is so important, but I wanted to meet only people who added value to my life. Second part is numbers. As women, and yes, I'm now very different. However, we shy away from numbers.
Yeah. It's
It's
scary.
your business. Yes, I have an accountant. I have a bookkeeper who's going to meet me every 3 months and tell me all these terminologies.
Yeah.
But do you know what it means? So when I started taking all this coaching program, and when these questions were hard thrown on me, I was like, I need to look back where I am. End of the day, it is a numbers game. It forced me to now look at numbers every month. I'm meeting my bookkeeper every month. I exactly know where I am in terms of what revenue we got, what are expenses, what is happening, who are the vendors, how much is left, what more can I do? I think it's so important to know where you're at in terms of what's coming in and how much more can I bring in, or how can I even price my package going forward.
Correct.
If this is not working, what is the package really looking like?
Yeah.
If I don't know, a lot of people just think about what's the revenue generation. I feel like revenue
Just
is
the
a
bottom
big
line.
number. It's not going to make sense till you don't even know that you're not. That's where the efficiency comes of cutting down on your expenses.
Yeah.
If you're not working with the right vendors, if you're not getting the value for the money that you're putting out there, it's just.
That's a lot you're wearing a lot of hats in the business. But, in the last, I think I've known you for 7 or 8 years now. So, of course, a lot has changed in your life. A lot has changed in my life. And you grow. When you come out of the corporate life, and the amount of professional and personal development that happens in this entrepreneurial journey, you grow. So do you think of yourself back in 2017 and see, I don't even recognize that person anymore because of all the growth that has happened?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The amount of clarity I have, the kind of vision work that I do with myself in terms of where we are headed. And I'm not only thinking about me anymore. It's about, yes, 2017 was work-life balance as well. I was always stuck into 9-to-5 zone, right? That, okay, my boss, what is he going to think of me, and all of those things. It's so different now. I'm tying back my work to my personal life. The first sentence that I started when I was talking to you.
Yeah.
How that is helping. Everything now I do has to be tied down to my personal life, my joy, whether it's giving me joy or not, whether I'm able to make that time for my family, yes or no.
Yeah.
If this business is there, it's making me money, but it's not giving me that joy. Again, that's not what I wanted, right? So again, 2017 was a person, was not that confident, would walk out, go to work, come back unhappy. work like crazy.
Crazy.
However,
I don't miss it.
be like, what is the end goal? What am I headed for? So the person now sitting in front of you is so much more confident, is always looking out for what's next, right? Because I know I've overcome this now.
Yeah.
I know the more I dream bigger, the more I am ambitious. I know it'll come true. I know I can achieve it. That there's nothing stopping me, kind of.
Don't you believe that if you can visualize it, that means you can achieve it?
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Oh, visualization is just the key thing.
It's so
for me.
beautiful
It
to be
is,
able
it
to
is.
do that.
I think everyone should try it once in a while with smallest of things, and they'll see how that.
Yeah, I go extreme though. Like I visualize every morning, and then sometimes I go on this daydreaming tangent. It's hard
And
to
I'm
bring me
living
back
it.
to real life.
Well, they
So
say
it's
you're
pretty
supposed to live
amazing.
it.
Yeah. Also, in the last 7 years since I've known you, I lost a lot of friends, and the person that you want to become doesn't necessarily require you to bring all the people with you. So intentionally or unintentionally, I had to decide this person is not going to be a part of my life anymore. And a lot of it came down to, the mental strength you need to be a boss. It is already very taxing. So when you're hanging out with people that you're socializing with, the people that you hang out with the most, they have to be the people that will uplift you, inspire you, and think that you're amazing. Because if they don't, then what's the point? So did you feel like you had to make some difficult decisions around friendships?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Especially, so yeah, one aspect is as women, you would always find your besties to be like, okay, giving you the pat on the back and be like, okay, great job, get going, go achieve more. But there are moments when you come across people and you can see it right through them that they're happy on the face. However, it's like it's coming, it's showing. So that's when you don't want the negative energy. That's when you don't want that sense of, okay, I can see this is not going the right way. It's best to move on and have only
and relationships
people around.
change.
And relationships change, but that's because you're growing as a person. You're growing as in the business. That is what your ultimate goal is. That is what you're here to do. So what matters more, a person that's bringing you down or just being around someone who's helping you achieve that goal? So I think in my life now, everyone who I interact, I've been, again, very, like I said, being strategic. It's not a bad word. Even for social settings, I'm very strategic.
Yes.
Not, okay, it's going to help my business. It's about the fact that it's going to, like you said, it's
help
going to
your
uplift
mindset.
me,
Yeah.
right? It's going to, I know the people who are around me now are well-wishers.
Correct.
Who are giving me ideas, who are looking at me and giving me actually good critical feedback that I can take back and work on.
Sometimes feedback has to be solicited, right? Unsolicited feedback is what gets to me. So it's like, did I ask you for your opinion? But I think that being, the upbringing that we have, the South Asian background, and we're women, the self-awareness has increased so much more when we're doing the personal development and the professional development. So I feel blessed that we're able to say, we're able to know that, okay, this is not a good person, or this person's energy does not mean well for me. So do you feel like you're more intuitive now with people's intentions?
While you were speaking, I just realized I just remembered one of, I don't know if you know, the PepsiCo CEO, Indra Nooyi.
Indra Nooyi, yes.
She's talking about feedback, right? How this, when you're sitting and doing a presentation, when it comes to men, because you brought out women, it's so interesting how we think. Men giving presentation, not going well, they'll go to the restroom, they'll go tell another,
I saw that one.
what are you talking about? Can you just work on the right stuff? This is not good. This is not going good.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, pat on the back, let's go, make it better, forget about it, go out for drinks later. Women, on the other hand, as soon as they give feedback to one another, they're thinking, oh my God, she's such a bitch. How dare she say that?
Am I not good enough? Why did she say that to me?
That's what I feel like. That's, again, something that we need to work on. and I keep working on myself as well, that I'm not taking it personally. I'm taking more of the fact, okay, that person's looking out for me.
Yeah.
They gave me a feedback. It is really up to me if I want to take it or not.
Correct.
However, why am I not being open-minded and seeing whether that's something that I should take back home and try to work on it? But yeah, of course, if it's something that is coming from a bad place, and I know that just doesn't make sense, and I need to be intelligent, like, that decision-making has to be on me and end of the day, which direction I'm taking it. But again, wasting like those 10 minutes on thinking why she said that to me instead, like,
or just affecting your self-worth because of it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't necessarily have to reflect on you as a person. It's just words.
So again, it's all about being out there, experience, talking, giving people that benefit of doubt and taking back the good out from there, right?
Yeah.
And you know what's best for your work, your life, ultimately.
That's awesome. So to close off, for all the people that are watching, would you recommend 2024 as the year they make big moves, take massive action, and find something that they can grow in business?
Oh, for sure. It's never too late. Like I said, be very intentional with all your steps. Be strategic. Networking is the key. Have your goals set in place and work towards them. Break them down. Break that bigger goal into smaller goals and work on those smaller goals. If you have a corporate job and you were hesitant, try it out. Don't leave the job. But, break it down. Like I said, step by step, break it down to smaller goals and go there and make it happen. From experience, like I said, I'm not from the industry. I've tried a lot of new things and I've seen success there only because of the fact that you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You are being intentional and you are being confident about what you're doing.
So belief in yourself is number one then.
Mindset. It's all about mindset.
Yeah, I know. I have you read the book by Carol Dweck, Mindset?
No, I haven't.
Add it to your list because you really see the value of mindset. So then you will definitely enjoy it. Have you done a 5-year plan for yourself, like a vision board?
Yep, I do that always. I always dream of, on my vision board, I have these multiple different industry businesses where I'm the one who's managing and I'm not stressing. I don't have to go in every day because I have people taking care of that. At the same time, on my vision board, like I said, I always tie it back to my family. It's giving me joy being with my family, being able to take the vacation whenever I want while I'm growing my work, my business, and being surrounded with people who add value to my life.
That's amazing. And is real estate a part of that vision, like buying investment properties?
I've always thought of that. And I think, there will be a time that'll come where I'll have to start looking into that as well.
Yeah. Because a lot of the successful people that I look up to, they have their eggs in multiple baskets. And I want to be able to have that ability, because real estate investing is all I know. But talking to you and talking to a lot of other people in the network, I see there's so many other things. That's why my light bulbs going off all the time when I watch Cody Sanchez. I'm like, oh, maybe I can buy a business that will cash flow instead of just real estate. So it's very exciting. It's very inspiring. And if you guys want to know where you can contact Rashi, maybe she can mentor you into your next business opportunity, we will share all of her information in the show notes. Let us know in the comments if there's any more topics like this that you want to hear about. Thank you.